Hi, this is Dr. Mike Yuan. I want to welcome you to a very exciting 1 year program, 52 weeks, if not more, of weekly videos on the Yang Sau Chung traditional square method long form. Now, square method might be a new term that you've heard, but it's a categorization I was forced to make after getting the advanced corrections from him starting in 1981. And what that essentially entailed was I had been 8 years already studying his system under Jin Sun Chu in Boston when I made a visit to him, and under the behest of his children, he gave me some advanced corrections. And what was surprising about that was that I had, up to that point, believed that there was only one way to do the solo form. But the corrections and how they were consistently following a different pattern, it took me years and years to uncover, as well as the profound effect that the corrections had on my practice and my skill, led me to conclude that there was a layered nature to the Yang Tai Chi solo form. And this, I'm discovering, is quite unheard of in the Tai Chi world. We're used to viewing the solo form as a sort of a one and done thing. The more you practice, the better you get. Sure, you can perfect the movements more and more. You can go deeper in your body development the more you practice. But this was a radically different shift and was consistent with what Grandmaster Yang told me about the complete system, which is that there are 5 sets of corrections to make up a complete inquiry on the Yang family solo form. So the 5 aside, just for the sake of understanding it, being able to grasp it, I decided that 2 would be enough to at least make an entryway into this inquiry within the Yang Tai Chi. So this square method is the first one I learned, and it was completely consistent with the Ji power pushing that Jin Sun Chu was commissioned to promulgate in North America by Grandmaster Yang. In fact, of all of Grandmaster Yang's formal disciples, Master Chu was the only one to consistently, dedicatedly bring out this proprietary power training. So it made sense to me that the form, which I now call the square method, that Master Chu had taught through his career, was in principle similar, reflecting this kind of structural development that is the basis of the famed Yang family, not just power, but skill set that you get from the Tai Chi practice. Overall skill set, which includes health and fitness and enlightenment. So I'm so excited to finally, after a year and a half of coming back to join the Tai Chi community after a 36-year break, to be sharing this. I had not planned to. You might recall in my earlier videos that I had stated very adamantly that Yang Sau Chung's video cannot be matched. So why would anyone try to emulate? But then through the months of working with people, including the private Facebook page, Advanced Yang Tai Chi Corrections, which you're free to join, it became clear to myself that what I was practicing and knew was 2 different versions of the same form. So I had to work my thinking and came up with square versus angle method, which at this point is also being transmitted to certain parties. And I have to tell you, it's amazing how much in awe the body responds to the second treatment. But in addition to that, I was also promoting, as if a few months ago that anyone from any form of Tai Chi could learn the angle method and get the same effect, until some experienced students and colleagues gave me feedback saying that they actually want to learn the square method, the formal square method, before they try out the angle. And at first I didn't really understand why they would be insisting on this, but over the subsequent weeks and months, I came to realize that they were right in their assessment. In other words, you could be learning another Yang form. I could give you the angle method, but it wouldn't be a treatment on the square method. It would be a treatment on the form as they know it. I haven't yet subjected that to a test, and I would be very interested to see what kind of effect that the angle method would have on any other Yang form. But at this point, it was really by the behest of students that they wanted to learn the square method first before they did the angle. And so here we are. It's the traditional form. I rely on the sequence that is written here in Yang Sau Chung's own book called The Practical Use of Tai Chi Chuan, Its Applications and Variations. There are 124 postures to this. Not that other people have said that there were 108 and so forth, but I don't think that really matters. I just want to stay consistent with what the Yang family themselves have published. So we're going to go step by step. And if it requires more than 52 weeks of one video a week, that's fine. We're going to be opening up a research forum, a private group, to help the development of this inquiry and sharing among members. It's a very exciting time in this quest to recover the original Yang Sau Chung standard of practice and attainment. So I hope you join me. I've made it very economical. The prices are competitive with other popular teachers, so it won't be an issue, and will instead highlight the unique features, which includes, above all, the rigor, the strict way that every move is treated based on the corrections I got from Jin Sun Chu, Yang Sau Chung, many of the my senior brothers, as well as referencing other lineages of the Yang family, which specifically Chen Longshang in Chengdu, who I received a full set of corrections from in 1988. And he was Li Xuan's student, Li Xuan being one of Yang Chengfu's top disciples and the one who was most devoted to learning Yang Chengfu's latter version of Tai Chi Chuan near the end of his life. So I could go on and on here, but I'm just so excited to be announcing this and would love to get to know you. There's a lot of personal interaction here. It's not just some video that's out there. I think my command of Chinese and English might be a benefit in terms of conveying more subtleties. So I hope you enjoyed this introduction. Don't forget to hit the like button if you did like it, subscribe if you haven't, to support the channel and this quest. This is Dr. Mike Yuan. I look forward to seeing you. Take care.